The starting point is to go to fjmc.org, and under the Clubs tab, you will find how to use HoverRote. It has instructions on updating members information individually, as well as by spreadsheet entry. First step is to log into fjmc.org. If you don't remember your email address that you use for FJMC, please don't create a new account. You can go to the Regions tab and look for the directory for your region, and you might find your email address in that list. Otherwise, email the webmaster at fjmc.org to get your proper email address. So I will log in using the email address, the username mock treasurer. And then the next step is to go under clubs to club membership HoverRote. This brings you directly to your club. You'll notice there's an officers tab that you need to expand. And the officers tab shows you your current officers and whether they are authorized to update your membership list online. You can select whether they're allowed to view, update, or not at all modify the database. The next step is to export your current database. So we click on the export button, and we're going to want to save that to someplace where we know where it is, and I'm going to save that in my downloads folder. And then we can bring up the spreadsheet. So there are a few things I'm going to do. First of all, notice that the columns A and B aren't shown. Those are special columns used by the database that have your member ID in it and your club member ID. Well, the first thing I want to do is create a new club member, and I can do that by filling in lines below the yellow. So I'm creating member Hadash with the appropriate information and including a phone number and email address. Then I'm going to change Alav HaShalom. He has passed away, so I'm going to say he's no longer active. I'm going to say he is deceased. And Nudnik Greenspan has not paid his dues, so we're going to turn him off, make him inactive. And Bruiser Natus decided that he now wants to use his mobile line for his phone. So then I'm going to save that. And then the next step is to import that spreadsheet. So we select our exported spreadsheet to be imported. Click on the import button. It takes a few seconds for fjmc.org to import the file. It lists all the members that it imported, as well as the notes about what actually happened and any error messages. So it's important to check that out to make sure that the data was imported properly. Then we can go back to our club, and we can notice that member Hadash was in fact imported. We notice that Nudnik Greenspan is no longer active. We also can see that Alav HaShalom, who was flagged as deceased, is no longer shown in the list. If you want to if you noticed you made a few simple errors, you can always click on the member and make some updates that way. So if you're going to do another import, we suggest that you begin by doing an export and start with a clean spreadsheet and then import that spreadsheet. If you're good with spreadsheets, you can always manipulate your spreadsheet to have the exact same columns and format as the exported spreadsheet, and you can copy and paste a bunch of new members in all at once. So that is a brief overview of how to use spreadsheets and importing and exporting to maintain your membership lists.